Advance America's installment loans are designed for people who need a quick financial boost to cover everyday expenses or big, unexpected costs like home repairs, past due bills, or even debt consolidation. Instead of having to pay everything back at once, an installment loan from Advance America lets borrowers split the total owed into fixed payments over time, which can make juggling bills a lot more manageable, especially compared to the lump sum stress of payday loans, with loan amounts ranging anywhere from $500 to $5,000 and repayment periods that can stretch from just a few months up to 3 years, depending on the state. This sort of loan can seem like a lifeline to those facing tight financial situations. For many, the immediate draw is how straightforward the process is. The application can be done either online or in person, and it typically takes just a few minutes to find out if an application is approved. If the online application is completed before 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time and everything checks out, funds can even be deposited into a bank account the same business day, while applying in-store could mean walking out with the money right then and there. There's no requirement for collateral, and applicants don't need perfect credit. Advance America considers all credit backgrounds and puts more weight on income and employment. For people who may have struggled to get approved elsewhere, this can feel like a relief. Repayment tends to work predictably with fixed payments that align with a borrower's payday, so it's easier to budget and avoid surprises. Automatic withdrawals from a bank account mean missing a payment is less likely if the money's there. What also stands out is the lack of prepayment penalties. If someone wants to pay the loan off early to save on interest, there are no extra fees or charges for doing so. However, there are some real downsides that can't be ignored. The most pressing issue is cost. While these loans give more time to pay off compared to payday loans, the interest rates can still be extremely high, sometimes soaring above 200% APR. That means even though payments are spread out, the total amount paid back over time could be much more than what was borrowed. This can quickly become a problem if someone's financial situation doesn't improve, leading to a cycle of borrowing and repayment that's hard to escape. There's also the risk of late payments. Falling behind doesn't just affect access to future loans, but could also make the debt even more expensive and stressful to manage. Another thing worth pointing out is the risk of scams. Unfortunately, companies like Advance America are sometimes targeted by scammers trying to trick applicants into revealing their banking information. The best way to avoid this is to only apply using Advance America's official website or a trusted physical location. On top of that, installment loans from Advance America aren't available everywhere, and loan terms can differ significantly depending on the state, so it's important to check what's on offer before making plans. In short, Advance America's installment loans can help by providing larger loan amounts and a fixed repayment plan, which can be more manageable than a payday loan when facing an unexpected financial hurdle. The application and approval process is fast and accessible, even for those with less than perfect credit. But the high interest rates are nothing to shrug off, as paying back much more than borrowed is a real risk, especially if finances are already stretched. Anyone considering this type of loan should go in fully aware of the costs, risks, and terms, and always take time to review alternatives that might have lower rates and better long-term outcomes. This solution can be useful when options are limited, but the risks tied to high costs and possible debt cycles should always be front of mind before signing up.